Hello and welcome. In this video, we are going to wire up a Les Paul Junior. It's super easy to do, and so I'm going to show you how to do it. What you're going to need is a pickup. This is a single coil, and in most Les Paul Juniors, you will have a P90 or a humbucker. But this is just to show you basically a pickup. You will have two wires coming off it, a ground and a lead. If your pickup has more wires, then just know that for this video we're going to use the ground and the lead. So check the papers that come with your pickup if you have more wires, and make sure you're using the right ones. It will be written in the papers which is the ground and what is the lead, so use those. You're also going to need two potentiometers. They look something like this. Might be a little bit different depending on what size you're using and also what brand. And in this video, as I'm drawing this, I'll be drawing them from the back, looking like this. So if you wonder what you're seeing the back of the pot. That's what I'm drawing. I'm not drawing the top of it like this. Two of these, don't forget. You're also going to need a jack, which looks something like this. And it has two connections, one here and one there. And this one is connected to the middle here, and that will be connected when it's plugged up to this long shaft here. And that's the ground. So if I press this in, you can see how they are connected in the middle here. And that means that this is the ground. And that means that this, the opposite one, has to be the lead. And as you can see, if you follow the track right here, it leads to this arm that is being pushed up against the tip. And the tip is the lead signal. It's easy to mix these up, so make sure you don't. You're also going to need a capacitor for your tone, and I don't have any capacitors to show you, so I'm showing you one of these, but just know that I'm just showing you it to show you a capacitor. I'm not telling you to put this one in. If you want help with what capacitor to use, then I can't really help you. The best thing to do is try different ones out for yourself and find out what you like, because what one person like might not be what someone else like. But if you have a capacitor that you like, you please write it in the comments below, and maybe you can help someone out with suggestions of good capacitors to use by telling us your favorites. I always appreciate when you guys are helping each other out, so please do. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is draw out the pickup. It looks something like this. Here is the pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. And it will have a ground wire, and it will have a lead wire. They can be different colors than this, but usually you will have a black or a bare wire. That is the ground, and then you will have a red or maybe a yellow. That is the lead. And then we have two potentiometers right here, and they will have three little legs that you connect things to, popping out like that. And then you will have your jack, which is right here. And you will also have your bridge, which we're just going to draw up here. It will come into play in a second. The first thing we do is we connect our ground wires. So from the pickup, you will have a wire going to the back of the pot. This right here, the back, the actual enclosure. You can see how there's a little bit of solder on this one. That's because that's where some wires have been before. And from that, a wire to the other pots. So the ground goes to all three connections here. The pickup, the pot, and the next pot. And then also to the jack. And this one is super important, one that goes to the bridge. Depending on what sort of guitar you have, it will be connected in different places. For example, a Stratocaster has a claw on the back. If you take off the plate that is covering the back, you will see that you have springs and a claw holding the springs in place, and you will see a little wire that is connected there, or at least you should see a wire that is connected there. And if you have a Les Paul, you will have one of the Paul pieces that are sticking up from the top and holding the actual bridge in place. You will see that one of them has a hole, a sneaky little hole on the inside, and that's where the wire is going. A Telecaster usually has either a ground from the bridge or is bridging through the plate in the pickup. But every guitar still has these. So make sure you put that wire there, because it's really important that the bridge is grounded to everything else. But anyway, the next thing we will do is we will wire up our lead connection, and it will go first here, and then from this leg here to the jack. So if we look at the pot, I am now drawn pick up to this one here, this leg here, and then the middle one here going to the jack. Just make sure that you are aware. And then we will also connect this over here to the third leg on the tone. So this is the tone pot, and this is the volume pot. Yeah, basically, if we look at this pot again, this leg here from the tone to this leg here on the volume, the middle one. And then we will either bend this leg back and solder it to the back of the pot. Basically, if you look at this pot, you can just press this leg back like so and solder it in place. Or if you're not comfortable, thinking that maybe you will break it, you can just do a little wire. And then the last thing we will do is we will do the tone, which is the capacitor. And we'll take the capacitor and we'll connect it between the back of the pot to the middle leg. So if we take this, and again, this is not a capacitor I'm showing you that you should use, I'm just having it as an example, into the middle leg and onto the back, like so. I hope you can see it. My fingers are a little bit in the way, but hopefully you can tell. Just connect those two right there. And that should let you use that pickup and the volume and the tone. And hopefully this helped. Let me know in the comments below if it did. And also if you think drawing out things instead of actually wiring them up inside of a guitar helps. I have videos. For example, I've already built a Les Paul Junior. So if you prefer to see the actual soldering and not have it drawn out like this, you can watch those videos. But if this is a good idea to make videos showing you basically how to do it, but with a pen and, well, a whiteboard, not paper, please let me know, because I'll make more videos like this if they are helpful, but I won't if they're not helpful. There are also other ways you can wire this up, so if you find something else than this, you can go with those. This is what I think is the easiest way to do it. So, yes. Anyway, if you have any questions about how to wire up a Les Paul Junior, you can ask them in the comments below. Or if you just want to talk to me about cheese, you can do so as well. But anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Until next time, stay awesome and cool and go and wire up your Les Paul Junior so you can play it and make amazing, beautiful music that makes everyone happy. Do it. Do it now. Yay!